Your car was white before. Why is it blue now?
Say again?
Your car was white before. Why is it blue now?
No, that's Penguin. All right, you guys go ahead and lead.
Oh, God. Okay, I'll try. Did I get out of the way enough?
We're good.
Yeah. So, pitch for speed, power for altitude. Kind of like drifting, steering for speed, power for altitude.
Hey, welcome. Nice. That's what it's all about.
No.
Oh man, 3 clutch kicks and it wouldn't spin in fourth. Dude, Penguin, you're getting around pretty good right now. Whoa. Hey, what's up there? Welcome. Johnny. Sorry for the guys in Discord. You hear me chatting to a couple people on YouTube. There's no way I could use push to talk when drifting.
Yeah, I've got my push to talk on.
Yeah, that's tough. Oh shit. Whoa! Oh, let's wait for Ted since we, Ted, are you still coming? Oh, there he is. Go ahead, Ted.
Oh, sorry, I'm so...
It's all good, man.
Can you believe I'm in second?
I mean, yeah, I'm in second through this whole section too. It's just so tight here. Oh god, that is such a death corner. That is so deceptive right there. Alright, time to catch up and rip. I think we're almost to the top here. Oh god, another... This is so steep. Whoa! This is pretty sketchy coming downhill like this. Oh god! Oh yeah, Johnny, yeah, the reverb is definitely the shit. Oh, we have another contender, guys. Should we go back to the pits and pick this guy up? I think we should.
Yeah, maybe. It seems like the uphill part is more... These elevation changes are really difficult.
Yeah, that's definitely, hopefully this guy is in here. I don't actually see him. Does anyone see this guy? Should we try to type to him in chat? So I want to tell him to come on down to Funky Town.
Are either of you guys in a purple car?
Yeah, Penguin's in the purple car. Not too sure where this guy actually got to. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and...
Hold on.
Okay.
He's not showing on the mini-map.
Okay. I saw someone join.
Yeah, he's in front of me.
Oh, perfect.
Ruined boy Chacho.
Maximum brake stand. Oh man, this is awesome. I have not right. This is like honestly like probably the most drifting I've ever done on a Assetto Corsa. Whoops, sorry. Oh, too much angle.
I'll wait.
Thank you.
Fresh
Sorry
run?
about. Go ahead, Ted. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go put some shorts on. I'm starting to get my sweat out here. Drifting is such a workout. After this next run, I'm gonna have to put the basketball shorts on and get another beer. I'm getting hot. This is super fun though. No.
I'm sorry.
No, that's the right idea though, Ted. Like taking those crazy poke lines and doing that kind of stuff is kind of like the deal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it feels good when you link all these hairpins together. Ted, another thing
Yo, I got
is on some of these longer corners, if you're trying to initiate into them, if you're using the handbrake at all, rev up the rev limiter, rev to the rev limiter, and then drop the clutch on the limiter too, if you really need to like extend your drift. Ah, stupid mistake.
No handbrake map currently, so just doing all clutch kicks and weight transfer transitions.
Yeah, you should get a handbrake. I think you can get them for pretty cheap, just like a USB handbrake. The Fanatec one's 120 bucks, but I think you can probably get the same thing for cheaper. There's nothing special about it. It's just a potentiometer.
I just use a button on my steering wheel.
Yeah, that works. Oh man, yeah, we have fun, Johnny. This is Ted's first time like drifting, like is this really the first time you've like drifted in like any type of sim?
I think I tried it in a Seto for about 30 minutes like last year when I first reinstalled the Seto because I heard people drifted. But it's one of the only motorsports disciplines I've never done in real life, and this is the first time I've actually done an extended session in the sim.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. It's just a cool change of pace. And I think for people that aren't really good at sliding cars and like racing hard and like getting to that next level of racing, I think it definitely helps, with like racing too. Not that you want to like slide to go fast, but just like not being worried about the car doing something kind of crazy if you have to like, you know what I mean? Like go real hard in the paint.
Yeah, I need more out of this third gear. I'll be back at the bottom.
Okay.
If you're above the grip limit the whole time, it teaches you about slip angle.
Yeah.
Overheated tire grip and everything.
Yeah, Penguin, just let us know once you get your car set up, and I'm gonna take a leak real quick and get another beer, and then we'll do another run.
Yo, I'm so jelly. I wish I had some beer right now.
Oh man. I suck. I should stab myself. Penguin, what kind of microphone are you on?
I'm just on a webcam mic.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I thought you'd say. So you're not using headphones then, or are you?
No, I got my Corsair headphones, and then my stream mic is my webcam mic.
Gotcha. Your Corsairs don't have a mic in them?
They do, but the 2-to-1 or 1-to-2 splitter got chewed up.
Gotcha. Well, if you want to try to figure out how not to use push to talk, you can try messing with your sensitivity. We can do that when we're not on the stream, and we can try to help you out, so that way you're not having to push to talk every time.
Oh, it's not a big deal. I don't talk much anyway.
Well, we get a lot of people in our Discord sometimes, so that's always a good characteristic. We used to limit the club to people that were 25 and older, just pretty much because of that, just because young guys have so much to say, but we're...
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm 24 and...
Oh, you're good. You're good. Jailbait James, I don't know if he's even still in here. He's like a little... Jailbait James is literally jailbait, dude.
Oh, shit.
That's why we told him that, so no one gets in trouble. That is such a tough section right there, Ted.
I'm so sorry.
No, I missed you, but that's a very... Oh, pull lock. Oh, I really don't want to stop this run right now.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep
Oh,
going.
God. Oh, I bounced.
Alright, I got my car
hard.
sort of set up.
Yeah, it is nice that you don't tear up the car and break your bones in the sim. It does make going bonkers and drifting more fun. But drifting, it's I don't know, it's really fun in real life. Like, I've drifted my car in the rain, where I was in like the top of third gear, like I was wrapping out probably like 100 miles an hour of wheel speed, like with the windows down, probably going like 60 miles an hour, like drifting, and oh man, I've done some pretty crazy shit. I've raced Pikes Peak on a motorcycle. And that had my attention for sure. Like, even just doing that.
Yo, I want to do Isle of Man one day.
I know a couple people that have done it.
I'd have to lose so much fucking...
Yeah, you'd have to also learn how to not care about living anymore.
I know, there's a huge waiver you have to sign.
Yeah, it's literally the most dangerous thing that people do besides fighting war, statistically.
But I'll do Isle of Man in Sim.
Yeah. They have
with it
Isle of
in
Man
real
on
life.
Assetto Corsa. It's just a very janky version of it, but they do have it. I've got it. Oh man, this is the wide section. This is like shredding this whole section so hard right now. Oh yeah, I remember this part from Forza. It comes way down. Yep. And we go into this tunnel where it's like super high speed. We'll try fourth gear through here. Oh, nailed it! Oh, nailed it! Oh, that was sick!
Yo, can you guys hear my fan?
No, you're good, man.
Oh, cool.
I know, I always worry about that too, because I have two fans just like blasting on me like all the time, but... Oh my god, this is ridiculously fun. Oh, can I save it? I think I can on the handbrake.
You guys coming back down?
Yeah, I'm almost all the way down, I think. I've been linked up the whole time since you like built your car, so I'm kind of like...
Oh no, I see you on the map.
Yeah, we're at the bottom now. Woo! Damn, that was a good run. That was super awesome. All right, I'll be back in just 1 minute. I need to go put on some shorts and take a leak real quick.
All good. This thing doesn't have actual headlights.
Alright, cheers for tuning in, YouTube people. Hopefully the stream is looking decent. I did a stream earlier and it seems like, for whatever reason, it went up at 30 FPS, which is not cool. It should be at 1080-60. So hopefully the quality and whatnot. It's going to be a little jittery with drifting because you have to move around so much. But we'll get back to it in just a minute. Just having a quick little puff here. You got it, Ted. All right. Let's do this.
Oh, sorry, I'm back.
Oh, we're stopped up here. Heads up, Ted. Oh man, I just hammered the wall there.
Oh, this is raunchy.
Dude, it's getting pretty greasy in here right now.
That was sick nasty.
Mm-hmm, yeah, you linked her up. You linked up, Rasta.
With you.
Yeah, looked like you were right there too, huh, Penguin? Did you drop off or are you still right there? It's like real life, I'm short, I can't see the mirror.
That's fun.
Alright, we'll wait for you next time. We all biff and bash and bop. Oh, there it is.
I heard.
Yep.
I heard him say he's fun, so
Yeah.
I wanted to.
Now Penguin
totally
shreds
didn't
though.
spit-
I like how Penguin
didn't
just
spin
shows
that
up
on
in
my own.
Discord and we're like, oh yeah, let's go drifting. He's like, fine, I'll fucking shred on you guys right now. Alright, go ahead guys. God, I knew I had to move my friggin' beer holder and it's totally throwing off my game here.
Yeah, style points, 360.
Here, Penguin, go up in front of me here. Yeah. Wall tap there for good measure. I have to say this is a lot more fun than that Orlando track. I mean, even though it's just like so much harder, it's definitely fun. Oh, this is the death zone. Everybody look out. Oh yeah, it's so easy to die there. Oh, too much wall tap. All right, now is where we got to all settle down. The top part of this is so treacherous. Like that is so hard to like carry angle and get slowed down for that right there. Oh, that's so crazy through there. That is ridiculously tight. Oh god, sorry. Dead. Well, not really, but car payment trouble. Oh, the car bottoms out so hard right there. Oh man, I don't do enough yoga to drive in reverse. Oh, well, all right, there you go. All right, now is when it gets wide and you can just let it rip. Oh, maybe almost. All right, maybe not.
Not exactly.
All right, it opens up here at the bottom and you can just absolutely go berserk. It's so fun. I mean, anything's possible with beer. This is where it opens up a little bit. There's still some tricky corners. Yeah, just such a wider for shredding. Oh, did not shred the tunnel. Failure. We all, well, at least I failed the tunnel. I hammered the tunnel first time through it. It was so, like, the top
I
of
failed
fourth
the
gear.
tunnel so bad.
Yeah, the tunnel, it's so hard to link that part. Oh, got too tight. Oh my goodness, that is super fun. Let's do it again. All right,
My
Penguin.
rig is about to fall apart.
Yeah, drifting will beat up your gear.
Oh man.
See, Ted, that's like 3 seconds straight of handbrake into that corner back there.
Yeah, I should probably hop off of here. It's like 11.
Right on, man. Well, thanks for coming out. We usually race. We don't really drift very much, but I mean, it's always good for a good time.
Well, I like to do a little bit of both.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I'm like 50-50 too, so.
Nice.
But recently I've been trying to get some actual races in, but I can't find a fucking server.
Yeah, so we race with SRS a lot. That's really the way to go for Assetto Corsa. And usually the racing is really clean. Tonight the race was kind of fucked, but yeah, SRS is definitely the way to go for racing. And we do some events.
Isn't there like a plugin for Assetto Corsa?
It's
SRS?
just through Content Manager.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you go to live, I imagine you've already got Content Manager.
Yeah, I already have Content Manager.
Yeah, so yeah, if you've got, I think you have to have the paid version, but you can donate as little as you want to get the paid version. I think $1 is the minimum. And yeah, then you can get into SRS, and it's awesome.
Oh, I didn't even know that was in here.
Oh yeah, it's like ranked matchmaking. I mean, it's pretty much just a race every hour that people show up to, and like technically it's ranked, but you know, at this time at night, usually there's not more than 24 people. On the weekends, there'll be like 50 people, it's 60 people at time for each race, and then it is, you know, multiple splits and like ranked matchmaking. But when we're usually on, it's just one good server. So
what mods do I need?
It'll tell you. It's like super. It's like amazing how like it seems like it's like factory Kuno stuff almost.
There's race time slots. It'll tell you what car in fact you need.
Yeah, it's like every hour there's a race. It's pretty amazing. You should definitely check it out.
Do you guys have ACC?
Yeah, I do, but it doesn't really look good in VR, so I'm not really that into it. I like it. I wish it did look good in VR, because I would definitely be getting on there. Especially like late, oh Jesus. Especially like late at night to get in a good ranked race, you know what I mean? A good competitive kind of deal. I'd be cool with that, but it just looks horrendous. I mean, I have a pretty dope computer, and it looks just horrendous no matter what kind of computer you have. I mean, like, AC looks like if you showed someone the two games, like which one's from 2016 and which one's from 2019, 100 out of 100 people would say ACC. Like, it's pretty crazy.
Oh, I agree with you there.
Oh, you have VR too, so you know the struggle.
Oh no, I had VR and it sucked.
Yeah, well, I mean, VR is dope for, like, I'm all about VR, just not for ACC. It runs, everything else is great. It's absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's not for everybody. It's hot. It's a thing on your face. Like, it's like space goggles. It's totally crazy. Oh, no. Inertia.
Okay, well, I'm signed into RSR.
Yeah, SRS. Yeah, you gotta make a little. If you don't get a confirmation, email to activate your account, just send them an email with the little thing. That's a common thing that you have to do. If you don't get your registration link, you should be good to go. Oh, jeez.
Oh, that was perfect.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And that's a real tough section. That's one of the toughest sections of the track. That and this one that's coming up in the downhill, I think, are the toughest sections. Yeah, this right here is so hard to get the right speed to carry an angle but not hit the guardrail. Oh, damn it. Oh, shoot.
Oh, sorry.
That is a super. This is, I think, the next toughest section. This is that section I was thinking of. Yeah. Ted, do you ever race on a screen, or are you just all about, you're just VR all the time, freakazoid like me?
Ever since I got a simulator back working in like 2018, I bought a VR headset. I haven't touched anything else then.
Yeah. Oh god, the bottoming out right there is real.
Thank you. Let us continue.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh, Jesus. Come on, Ted. Thank you.
Oh, balls.
You got it. Keep going. Just send it. I'll try to keep up. This is my worst section. The Sylvia really struggles. I have to use the shortest gear ratio, and it runs out of second for here, and third won't spin the tires enough.
Yeah, put pressure in the tires and just, you know, make the tune so it's more, you know, stiff in the rear. You know, give it a hate tune. Give it some hate. That's what I do to this car too. I just added like 8 psi to the rear tires and stiffened up the rear springs and called it good. And put the shortest gear ratio. Make sure the turbo's turned up all the way too.
I did. It's got cockpit adjustable balance.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I'm in fourth here. Like you should be able to. You need. Oh no. Oh. You definitely need to be able to get it going in fourth. Oh, too much of a wall tap. Oh, I kind of still. Oh, I cheese dicked it. Oh, it's looking so bad right now. Should probably turn the force feedback down for streaming this drifting stuff, because I know with the high force feedback it just like shakes me around, makes it look even crazier. Shred. Shred it up.
Shredded wheat.
Shredded wheat. Oh man, that was cool.
Hell yeah.
Gotta go try to find a server with a couple more people in it real quick here. I really need to figure out like what are the populated. I know there's got to be drift servers with people in it right now, like with good mods.
For sure. That one with that track, I think somebody mentioned that outs would be really fucking cool.
The what now?
The track that has all the different layouts on it.
Do you know what it's called?
I don't. I think I ran it once when I tried to teach myself drifting a while ago. The only time I'd run.
Oh, you know, I had
a
missing turned on. Okay, let me. We'll probably find a few more servers doing it this way. Let me. Oh, sort by derp. I'm being such a dum-dum right now.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom quick.
Okay. Oh, Drift Brothers. Drift Playground, huh? Tandom Buddies. I'm sure we can find those.
Yo, you like Tandem Buddies cars?
I don't really know. I've never used them before. I think they're on that page I was on earlier. Hey, see you, Johnny. Thanks for hanging out.
Wait, are you streaming right now?
Yeah. I sure am.
Twitch or YouTube?
It's too old for Forza. If you look in general, there was a link to one of the earlier.
But do you stream on Twitch or YouTube?
YouTube.
Oh.
Which is a horrible idea, but I just do it anyways.
Well, you're getting a new sub.
Yay. All right. Tandem Buddies. All right. I imagine you have these cars?
I do.
And then
But I just signed up for the SRS thing.
oh,
So.
for the next race?
Pack, or not already, but I might.
But yeah, I wanted to do that before I popped off.
Yeah.
Gotta relieve the baby mama of baby.
Yeah, I know how that goes, man.
And it's not that bad though.
Holy
No,
fuck,
mine's
it's a
4 years
gig.
old, and I just built her first little sim rig, and she's loving it. So, you know.
Yo, that's what I'm totally looking forward to, man. I'm gonna build my daughter a.
Yeah, my kid is playing Forza 4 like a champ right now.
Ah, you gotta get your kid on a setup.
Well, she's not even 4, so you know we'll get there. I don't want her banging up my proper sim gear either. I got her on my old Xbox 360 wheel.
Fair enough.
All right, Ted. I posted up links to a populated server that I think is on one of them drift playground tracks, like you were talking about. So it should be.
I will get the cars and the mod. It will probably take me a while because the car pack's a gig.
It is. All right. Well, I'll hop in there and I'll scope it out. I'll see if there's any danger.
Awesome, I'll watch the stream.
Danger.
Danger.
Hello.
Is that
Hey,
Roberto?
what's up, Robert? Yeah, it is Robert.
So, just put together a 1:15 video showing when it's just not your day.
Oh God. Oh, that's pretty funny.
For some reason or another, the middle of the video goes blank. I gotta find better editing software. Let's see.
All right. Well, it's always a good idea to download a bunch of stuff in the middle of your stream. That's definitely like a good idea.
I didn't do that.
I know. That's
just-
what I'm doing right now
Oh,
because I'm
okay.
real dumb. But why we do that? Well, I imagine we're gonna get some absolutely legitimate pictures from the maximum shred that we just did.
That is true, we probably will. I'm genuinely happy with how easy this seems to be to pick up.
Yeah. Yeah, if the cars are good, it's not that bad if you know how to rip.
I was in there and shredding pretty quick.
$16.4 kilometers.
Interesting.
Wow, it looks like it actually got most of this. Oh, it's actually got good replay cameras on this track too. That's great.
Even though it's got a bunch of different layouts. Oh wait, you mean the mountain rush you just did.
Yeah.
Gang gang. Track is done, just waiting on the cars, which are about halfway done.
Yep. God, it's so awesome how they can just take all this content from Forza, and I don't even feel bad about using it because I own the game that this shit came from. So, like, I've paid for it. I'm just using it in the future. It's genius.
I like when things like basically all GP R factor stuff.
Roberto, are you gonna come and just shred the skid right now, or what, dude?
I'm
Okay.
trying to
Yeah, press
upload
the
a
button.
video. It's not going well.
Yes, Robert, O. Have you ever done the big Kansai Durifto?
No, I have not. I've also never really like edited video except for using GoPro video editor. So I'm like, kind of like getting frustrated here.
Yeah, editing videos is not fun. I don't recommend ever doing that. Well, the smoke looks like diarrhea because you have to have it
Yeah.
turned down, otherwise your FPS dies. There is some really cool smoke mods.
There are really cool smoke mods, and the inbuilt one in custom shaders patch looks really good. You just can't fucking see anything through it.
Yeah, I think it hammers your FPS pretty good too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. That and stuff like lights. Like if you can have 30 cars on, the Nürburgring at nighttime with all the lights on the track that you want, but as soon as 10 cars are within, 30 car lengths of each other, all of a sudden your FPS drops. But if they spread out, you're fine. But sitting on the grid for like the start, I was trying to record like a mod preview for the GT Legends prototypes pack, and like 30 prototypes sitting there with their headlights on it. Nürburgring 67 was like potato FPS.
It was way too crazy, huh?
Yeah, but within like a lap, I let everybody else start ahead of me. I was catching cars that were like 5 or 10 cars in a line, a corner or two apart from each other, and it was fine with that. But when they're all next to each other and the lights start crossing over and like affecting each other's shadows and stuff, the game just starts pooping itself.
You might turn down the number of faces per frame in reflections. It's in video settings.
Faces per frame and reflections.
Yeah, turn this down to like 1. I don't know if that'll help or not, but I feel like in situations like that, it's like how many of the reflections or how often they're like updating on cars and stuff.
I've got reflection resolution, rendering frequency, and rendering distance. That's it.
That's in the bottom left, what I'm talking about. Of video settings.
Reflections, rendering frequency, rendering distance. That's all it gives me. Oh, 1 rendering frequency, 1 face per frame, 2 faces per frame, 3, 4. I have it at static.
There you go.
I have it at static, which is less than 1 face per frame.
Oh, well, then big F for me.
I think that's what you can do, right? Is you run it at static, and that's less than doing a face per frame while the reflection.
I don't actually know. I run it at, I think I mess with it. I think I might have it at 3 right now. I turn it up, and that's one of the things I adjust. If like I'm doing Shitoku, I turn that down.
Okay, I'll do 1 face per frame at 256 by 256 res. That's 1 more than at static where I was. I turn the rendering distance down by like 50 meters.
Right.
Might help, never know.
Alright. Well, this is good to get all the drifting mods sorted out here.
It has 150 megs left on it for me.
Okay. Alright. Drift Brothers is the name of this server that I'm in. So
Gotcha.
Oh, man.
Close to
Oh, I guess I'll take the 328. This is a very NorCal car to be taking into this server right now.
What are you taking?
Just a 3 Series E36 BMW. That's what like everybody uses around here, just because they're cheap and they work good.
Yeah, we got a lot of E46s and a lot of E30s around here, but a 36 is rare, especially in good
Yeah, they're definitely not in good condition when they're drift cars. They're ultra mega banged up. Oh hey.
E36s are out here used for
Oh hey.
autocross and shit.
Apparently you should put it on do VR mode rather than single screen when you're gonna try to drive in VR. Just pro tip there for you guys.
Alright, I'm out. See you guys.
All right, Penguin. Nice meeting you, man. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, did you see that Mugello got the rights to hold the GP that was supposed to happen in China, but that they're not doing because of the coronavirus?
That's actually pretty fucking awesome.
That is awesome.
Mugello applied to replace the Chinese GP and was officially accepted as the European GP in its stead.
All right.
That'll rape the tires there, I bet.
Mugello.
Mugello. All right, I have no clue how this car is gonna drive. I've never been on this track before, but I mean, shit. Let's see who finished red.
Tandom Brothers. Mad slide.
It's Drift Brothers is the name of the server.
Handbrake. Sick ass slide. And 3 days.
Oh, this guy, we had a good 3 minute. Yeah, there's definitely some shredders in here. Oh god, my frame rate is all over the place though. This track must be, or these cars must be kind of doo-doo. My ping is good, it's not my ping. These Tandem Buddy cars are pretty, they're decent. Okay, this is just a short little track. Everything is gonna seem so easy compared to what we were just doing.
Car's way more hooked up. Dumb guy, a car that got a lot of grip, you know?
It's kind of weird how all these guys like to drift these like super low speed tracks. Like I think it's way more fun to get going like crazy fast and like rip a 4th gear handy into a shred skid.
Oh, see why nobody chose the Fairlight.
funny that that was getting the shifter to my road. Check.
Gotcha.
I was saying, I thought it was pretty funny how VW was getting his H pattern shifted to my road.
Oh yeah, we heard you. We're just drifting. It's hard to drift.
Oh, okay, I got you. No, that's weird.
Oh yeah, I got
Time you didn't respond.
I got my
message.
sound turned down too low. I forgot I did that.
Okay.
God, I keep
Bottom
putting my
right corner,
freaking
that's it,
keyboard on the
that's it.
ground too. I have a like brand new keyboard tray. I just keep like fucking it up. Jesus. I hope the frame rate's not. Rob, will you hop in the stream real quick and tell me what the frame rate looks like? This track is like pretty. It's saying it's hitting 80 frames for me here, but it's looking pretty choppy.
All right, let me take a look here. Jesus.
What's that? Stuttery?
No. That was I was just quoting you. It looks good. It does not look like your other video. Like it looks like you're getting 60 FPS here.
Yeah, I know. My SRS video is definitely at 30 FPS. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think it's choppy as fuck.
I know. I literally did nothing. It's ridiculous. And I was at 9. I was locked in at 90 that whole race.
You know, you just need when you race, you just need a valve index so that you can run 120 FPS and stream at 60.
Well, it is at 6. It is at 60, even with this thing on 90.
Yeah, it's just going from 90 to 60 is kind of, I think, harder for the computer to do.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be curious because when I log my FPS on my Elgato, which I can do that, it's typically between like 58 and 60 like the whole time. But not tonight for the SRS. It was definitely on 30.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday's the American Muscle Car.
It looked really good.
Was perfect. Yeah.
I know.
I wonder if there's a thing. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really make sense.
Well, it's weird because I didn't change anything on my
CPU was working
settings.
harder tonight.
What's that?
I'm saying I'm sure your CPU was working harder tonight. Than
No
it was
way.
last
From
night.
doing Shitoku last night with 25 people in it?
Oh, I wasn't thinking about Shutoko. Yeah,
Yeah,
was
I
thinking about
kicked the shit out of my computer last night, and it did just fine, even on that. Oh god, I'm like in the way here. Everyone's getting mad. Drive around and scope out some of these rigs. Alright. Yeah, it looks pretty drifty around here. Oh my god, that Z is hideous. The 350? Good god.
Spectate me and my fair lady. I'm in a sick tandem with this guy. Oh, I fucked it up.
Are you by the Frogman?
Just went by it a little bit earlier. Bye, guys. Is that you in that E36 tandeming with that 180 SX?
No, I'm in a green E36. I'm tandeming with some like 4-door thing right now. I think it's a chaser. Those chasers are so fucking sick. I would love to have one of those cars in real life. Need to go get a beer.
I'm in his disgusting two-door T-top Nissan Fair Lady. That is big and heavy and cannot drift as good as the other cars.
I mean, big and heavy's okay. Just gotta make sure you're on top.
Or Rob, why can't you just be a power bottom?
I mean, you can. It's possible.
It's possible. It's a thing.
You know, they say it's all hot button pink on the inside.
Jesus.
I'm gonna turn these
Christ.
cars down a little bit. Like, change this real fast. Probably be a little more appropriate.
Dude, look at this sick conga line we got going.
Yeah, that seems better. Are you in the? Oh yeah.
It's me!
Oh my god, that is a sick conga line. Oh no, it's a sick conga crash. What a silly ass thing to do. We have a killer train going right now. This is so badass. I hope this is coming through smooth on the stream right now because it's pretty badass. It says I'm over 60 FPS, but Ted, what are you driving?
I'm in an orange T-top Fair Lady. I'm behind you by a bit.
Okay, because we're in a big old greasy situation up here right now.
Oh, I see it. Right as I got up to it,
Oh shit! Ow!
I see everybody died. I'm gonna hop in on the back end.
There's like skid marks like floating in the air on that corner. Is happening on your screen too? Oh man, I really feel like this has to look choppy. I hope it doesn't. It's pretty fucking badass. Oh, oh, that was a big fuck up. Oh, that's too funny.
Go to bed, you fucking scrubs.
Dude, are you watching the stream right now? It's so silly.
No, I just jumped on the thing. I seen the.
Oh man, we're just we're in a lobby called like Tandom Buddies or something. It's like this little mountain loop with just like a 10-car drift train going the whole time. It's pretty awesome. Your knee's all fucked up, huh? What's up with that, dude?
No, my ankles.
Oh, God, you're an old ass dude.
No, I had some kidney damage when I was young, and it's affected I basically gave myself. Well, I didn't do it to myself, but there was mold in a house I was living in when I was young, like a kid, and it fucked up my kidneys, and so I gave myself gout, and it's horrible.
Oh, that's trench mouth. Wait, what's over here?
Dude, it's fucking trash.
Oh, it's just a place to be a dick. Okay.
So, but it doesn't, like, it just happens randomly. It's fucking horrible. And so I'll have like random spurts of not being able to, like, literally not being able to walk.
That is fucked.
Dude, it's super blows.
All right, we're waiting for the drift train to depart here. Oh, there's all these grease bags. Let's everyone go at the same time.
Go.
I'm watching the stream. It's like 30 seconds delayed off the chat.
Yeah. Does the FPS look halfway smooth? Because for some reason my computer's getting beat up right now.
It looks okay.
It looks like it's 60 FPS. It's not a fucking slideshow.
No, it's not a slideshow.
As long as it's looking relatively smooth here. Because it's definitely beating up my computer on this shitty little track. I don't know if it's the cars that something's not optimized well.
It doesn't look horrible, no.
It should look good. It shouldn't be it doesn't look horrible. It should look fucking good.
No, it looks good. I mean, I seen that little message just came up on the top of your screen. It says server communications. Oh, like, I don't know what's going on with
server
that.
communications.
Yeah, it flashed up there by the timer. You probably didn't see it. You were like mid-drift. You're not paying attention.
Oh, it's just some shit in like the server. That doesn't matter.
You're rocking 60 FPS here.
Right.
Yeah, it looks good.
Sweet. Yeah, it was weird. My SRS stream was 30 FPS for some reason. I changed none of my settings. Oh god.
You know what would be funny is if I'm watching this live and it's like smooth and like 60 FPS, but then when you watch it recorded, it's at 30.
No,
Just,
but
you know, to screw with you.
well, but I watched the stream from Monday just to make sure it all like looked good. And it looked really. I was like super happy with how that one looked. So I was all pumped for tonight, thinking it was gonna look good, and then it just looks like shit.
No, it looks all right. It's definitely watchable.
Oh god, raped.
Dude, I was so mad that the fucking IL-2 stick combat box crashed all tonight. I haven't.
Oh, we were gonna come back and win,
so
dude.
mad. So mad.
Jay got IL2.
Oh no shit.
Yep, and apparently VW is gonna mail him a flight stick and stuff. I told him just to get the 16,000, but
Yeah, I like using it. It's pretty good.
yeah, it's definitely worth the money.
I've still been lack on building an actual rig for it. It's just a space issue at this point. Like I just don't.
I'm
It is
not
what
as
it is.
enthusiastic about this run as I was like 20 minutes ago.
I saw the
I
link
think-
that Mike put for the Sebring race too.
Yeah, he fixed it.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, I fucked up and got hammered by somebody. Oh, God, I just killed the drift train. I need to get voice attack going. Faux show. All right, I'll be back in just a second. I'm going to go and get a beverage.
Hey, we should switch up maps. Hope everybody's having a good night on the stream.
Yeah, you guys just shredding on here being clowns.
Just clowning it, dude. Straight goofing it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh god, it's almost 1 a.m. Ugh.
That's why I just jumped on here and I'm like, go to fuck to sleep.
Oh my god, what are we doing up?
Well, it's not one for nasties, or West Coast bastard.
I gotta go.
All right, I keep forgetting what car you're in, Ted. What are you driving?
No, he just dipped. You missed him while you were gone.
Oh,
He was like, it's fucking 1:45. I gotta go.
nice.
It's like, oh my god, it's so late. I'm like, yeah, that's why I came in here and told you guys to go to bed. Like,
Yeah, you don't have to work tomorrow, do you?
I can't. I haven't worked since Thursday.
Oh, that's shitty.
Dude, I'm telling you, this shit is not cool.
It does. Yeah, it definitely doesn't sound like it's chill.
No, and it's literally the most painful shit in the world. Now I'm walking on it today, and I'm hoping that tomorrow I'll be able to get like
Ugh.
a whole day of getting around on it that feels mostly normal, so that I can go back to work Thursday
Oh my goodness. I need to
and
get a
have
back to pits button here.
only missed like a week. But yeah, it's rough, dude. So yeah, so shit like that happens, and then it's like,
Well, then I guess I won't tell you how much fun flying circus is.
well, fine. So I'm not using my feet for that because I don't have a rig set up, so I'm not using rudder pedals anyway.
No, I know. I'm just talking about spend the money to get flying circus for 40 bucks.
Yeah, I know. That's why the other day I was like, I don't have any money right now because I knew I was gonna be off for a few days. I was like, I'm fucking right now.
Yeah, see, these guys all have, it's smart. They all have their back to pits button mapped, like, with the quickness. I should just map that to, I don't know. I don't want to map it to something and then press in the middle of the race, though.
Yeah, it seems like it's something you really would only use when you're clown drifting.
When you're clown drifting.
It's better to not have it on the wheel and have it on a button.
Yeah, I was going to have it on my space bar, is what I was thinking, but that just seems like it'd be too easy to...
Right.
Like Jay last
Accidentally
week,
hit.
he hit his camera button and he's like 9 feet above his car trying to finish the race.
That had to be horrible.
So yeah, he got rear-ended going into the chicane at the end of the track, and like, you know, trying to save it, like, you know, doing massive like wheel inputs, he accidentally hit the camera button on his steering wheel, and he's in PR. Now he's like 9 feet above his car, like trying to drive. He doesn't know which button he has mapped to
Oh
camera.
my god. That's so funny. Yeah, I think we've all done that at one point or another. Hit a button, you didn't know what you hit. You don't know.
Yeah, it's the worst in VR, too.
Yeah, right. You start hitting other buttons, just crazy shit just starts happening. Cat, you want to hear a funny story about PC building?
Oh, God. Always.
So my buddy Ivan, he's got a big turbo Mazda Speed 3. We actually, the other weekend, I helped him put a clutch and a trans in it. And anyway, his stepson is 16, right? And has this like old computer, and he's been talking about he wants to build a computer, right? And like, of course, he's 16, so he's on like a super budget, right? And he like won't take no advice from nobody, because you know when you're 16 you know everything, right?
Oh, God.
Oh God is right. So Ivan called me the other day. He's like, hey, he's like, you'll never guess what Tana did. I was like, what? He's like, this kid bought he's got the same processor I do, the Ryzen 5 3600, right? But because he's on a super budget and he's like trying to save pennies everywhere he can, and he's not taking no advice from nobody, he doesn't really know what he's doing. This kid buys like, well, for the processor he bought, he didn't buy a horrible motherboard, but like the board that he bought is just, it's not going to support the wattage for anything more than that processor out of the box. So like, and the board that he bought doesn't support, like, it's not certified for the RAM speeds that he really needs, and he didn't buy the like RAM that's the speed that is even close to what he needs. And he put it all together, and like it works, but it's not
Yeah, it runs like shit though, huh?
It's on paper. If you're like, oh, because most people when they talk about what their computer has, they just like, this is the processor I have, this is the GPU I have, and this is how much RAM I have, and everybody just kind of assumes you have the proper
Right, the supporting mods.
parts, right? And on paper, it doesn't sound like a horrible computer, especially for the type of games he plays, right? Like he's not playing on. It's not like he's got a fucking $500 4K monitor or something. You know what I mean? Like he's not. And Ivan calls me. He's like, man, this thing runs like hell because so like I don't know how much you know about the most recent AMD processors, but like,
oh my god, I got raped by someone right in the butthole. Butt raped.
I'm waiting to see.
I don't know shit about AMD because I'm a fucking clock speed fucking douchebag.
Yeah,
I'm a clock speed fanboy.
Right, which is fine. Like whatever. So basically, AMD, the modern AMD processors have this thing internally in them called the Infinity Fabric.
Yeah, you gotta have the right like RAM speed and stuff that kind of pairs with it.
Yeah, so like if you
a huge fuck up by that guy.
Oh, I just saw you get bumped from behind now that that's coming up active in the stream. And so if you buy RAM that is slower, not only is the RAM slower, but it slows the communications clocks between the cores down too. And that's not immediately evident to anybody who like doesn't understand I mean, and they don't market it that way either. You know what I mean? So like it's not well, they just tell you this is the speed of RAM that it likes the most, and that's what to buy. But they don't tell you what the real ramifications are of not buying that. And oh man, I'm like, bro. And I looked up what the kid bought versus like what he should have bought. And man, nothing screams I am on a budget more than the prices of these two things. I was like, dude, he tried to save a handful of dollars and crippled his fucking computer over.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way life works. Like, you typically get what you pay for.
Like, I'm not saying he had to buy, like, the RAM that I bought, which is, like, not the best RAM in the world, but good RAM, and I've got it hot dogged. Like, but I bought it knowing what it was and knowing that I was going to be able to hot dog it.
And knowing that you love, oh, Jesus, oh, God, I just killed everyone.
Like, every time, Bitwit is reviewing somebody's build, he's like, okay, you got AMD, you gotta want to get rid of the 3200 megahertz RAM and at least get the 3600 kit.
Yeah.
Instead of getting RGB 3200, get the non-RGB 3600. And
right.
Must have lights though. Must have lights.
No, I don't have no lights.
Lights are all that matters in a PC, dude. Performance does not make a difference.
Yeah, you need. What does my buddy call it? The unicorn puke or whatever he calls it. I don't know what he calls it. But
I got the RGB RAM. That's like 10 FPS right there.
Oh, it's at least 10 FPS.
It's 10 seizures per second, maybe. This guy, so yeah, but no, you're right. I mean, the reason they say 3600 is because, so like 3600 isn't actually what your RAM, like all those advertised RAM speeds is just double the number because it's double data rate, because everything's double data rate RAM. So they call it 3600, but really your memory only runs at half of whatever its number is. So so 3600 is really 1800. And the reason that they say 1800 is because the reason they say 3600 DDR4 for that Ryzen 3000 series is because the maximum that the Infinity Fabric speed is guaranteed to run out of the box is 1800. So they say just make it by 3600 so it'll run 1800. Now some of them will turn up higher than that, but if you put If you put faster RAM in there and just turn on the XMP profile, it desyncs those two things, right?
It's kind of weird that it has to be synchronized because I don't think Intel's like that. I think the memory,
not.
speed, and timings are totally independent.
Yeah, it's
Intel's
totally
not like that.
Intel.
So what ends up happening is like if you turn it to 3800, let's say, the Infinity Fabric stays at 18, and it desyncs and puts it to a 2-to-1 ratio, so that and you take a huge latency penalty. So you're actually better off staying at 3600 than just going to 3800, unless you also then, once you put the RAM at 3800 or whatever, you then also overclock the Infinity Fabric, which you can do on a decent motherboard.
Infinity Fabric. What a fucking marketing name for whatever the fuck that thing. Infinity Fabric. Like it sounds like. Oh god, I'm dead. Damn it.
Communicate between the chiplets.
Yeah, it's the speed at which the chiplets speak to each other.
The chiplets. You guys sound like fucking idiots right now.
Well, that's what they are. If you take the lid off a processor, there's multiple chips in there. It's not just one die.
I fucking oh god, you guys are fucked, you know?
Yeah. So anyway, I've got mine. Now there's not a lot of people are able to get like 1833 out of these things, so they could run like 3666 or whatever. Like
that's not gonna make a difference.
I got mine hot dogged. No, it doesn't. So on paper it doesn't, like, oh, just making your RAM 100 megahertz faster. But because you're speeding up the communication between all the processor cores, that's where you really see the difference. So, but I've got mine turned
You're
up to...
You're a processor core.
I've got mine turned up to 1900 and the RAM at 3800. And I've got mine at... I'm running 4 8-gig sticks, which is way harder on the memory controller than 2 sticks. And I'm still able to crank it, but I got what I paid for. The RAM that I bought is like 4 times more expensive than the RAM that he bought.
Well, yeah, I did the same thing because, yeah, my I used to run my RAM at like 4400 megahertz, and then I looked at the SA and IO voltages once I learned more, and they were like crazy high. Just on an XMP profile, they were like way too high. So I turned it down to 39 or 3899. And have like much more safe voltages, and I really haven't noticed a performance difference. But
what voltage are you talking about? The RAM voltage?
No, the system that I forget what it's even called, but it's just SA and IO voltage.
Okay, it's probably whatever is
the system agent, and I forget what the other one is, but system agent is one of them.
Yeah, it's probably like the North Bridge or whatever. It's just something.
I don't know. It was just weird because I put like an XMP profile on that just came on my motherboard, and then when I actually looked at the voltages, like it was like way higher than like anyone had ever said was like a good safe like daily thing. Yeah, so I backed it down, to way lower than that. And
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, who knows if it really matters or not? It's not like my chip was getting hot, but I don't know. I didn't want to like push the thing harder than I had to for like no reason.
But also on Intel, RAM speed isn't really like matter that much.
Well, but the thing is, everyone that says that are people that are like doing normal gaming stuff. They're not like weirdo sim people and like these CPU bound titles.
Yeah,
so
that's true too.
I think that changes it like a little bit for sure. I was gonna do a video on just RAM overclocking, a benchmark on IL2 Sturmovik, but when I was doing all that is when my computer freaked out, and like it was like it freaked out my hard drive almost in a weird, like with how it would boot and stuff. So I stopped like the RAM overclocking and just like set it, and like basically my computer has really not been nearly as stable ever since then, until like a week and a half ago when I went and kicked up the voltage a little bit to the CPU, which makes no sense because it was stable for months before that. So I don't know.
I mean, the thing is that you could be dealing with a situation where the memory controller is not getting enough voltage. So when you put more voltage to the CPU, when the memory controllers are built in, so you didn't actually need more voltage for your for your overclock on your CPU, but you might have needed it for the memory controller.
Yeah, I mean, my memory is at 1.4 volts. So
Yeah, but the controller is on the CPU.
no, yeah, so that's what I think that's what the system agent and
Okay.
the I/O voltage is. So yeah, I did turn that down and had to turn up my CPU voltage, I think, to compensate a little bit for that maybe. Even.
Yeah.
I'm not totally sure. I'm definitely like far from an overclocking expert, but it's just interesting, you know.
Yeah, it's interesting. What do you use to stress test your memory overclocks?
There's a mem test like thing that you put on a USB stick that
Yeah.
you actually run it off a USB. It's like a specific
Yeah, I've
memory
got
test.
that as well.
Yeah, so I did that.
Okay, yeah.
And I ran mine for 4 hours and it passed everything, and it ran through like multiple sets of
as long as it runs. I mean, for what we do with the stuff, I think as long as you're getting, because you could run down that rabbit hole online where they're like, you need to let it run for 15 hours with 0 errors, and
No, everyone pretty much said that like 4 hours is probably like plenty.
Yeah, like
thing,
if it runs through a few 100% worth of coverage and you don't get any errors, it's probably fine. Like, what are we doing that it really needs to be that? But yeah, I mean, I was able to run a lot tighter timings with when I only had 2 memory sticks, but then when I added 2 more, it's a lot harder on the controller, and I had to loosen them up a little bit to get it to stay stable. But it's still, I didn't have to loosen it up a ton, and it's still plenty fast for what it is. And I'm just waiting to find out what's coming out this year in the next series of that stuff, because for the processors, because I expect there to be clock speed bumps and all the stuff, which is why I went with the processor I went with, just to build something to play with, because the socket is going to be the same.
Are they going to support that one for the next couple generations? That's cool.
Well, they said they're going to support it through at least this year. So I can buy a flagship processor this year.
And be good for like a couple of years at least.
And be good for a while, right? So I bought what I bought to get me through, and then I won't have to change anything else because I already got 2080 Super. I already got a ton of fast.
Yeah, that's exactly why I did what I did and just built a badass computer too with the i9-9900, because I kind of just figured that 5 gigahertz was going to be fine.
I spent more money on a motherboard than I did on a fucking processor because I knew I'm gonna put a flagship processor in this bitch next year.
That is
that's
the
smart money.
To AMD. The motherboards cost more.
Well, yeah, the X570 boards cost a lot.
My motherboard was like $150.
If you're comparing like an Asus Maximus, Apex on the Intel to the Asus Maximus Apex on the AMD side, for some reason or another, they charge more for the AMD one.
Yeah, what's interesting with the AMD stuff that I've figured out, well, at least from what I've learned, is that when you get into the X570 stuff, the highest end current chipset on the AMD motherboard side, the difference between like the $180, $190 boards like I have and the $400 boards is really just like overclocking quality of life stuff, like BIOS flashback, clear CMOS buttons on the I/O panel. And
right. It's like shit we're never gonna use.
But the boards themselves are all of good quality, whereas like the board that my buddy Stepson bought was really cheap, but the problem is the VRM is shit on it. So like it's not
you're not overclocking any fucking
right. Whereas like I have what's relatively if you look at the X570 boards from Asus, it is one of their cheaper X570 boards, but it has the same VRM on it as the fucking everything except for like the whatever their top board is. And so it's like they all have the same VRM, so they'll all support they all have the gangster VRM on them. So it's like, yeah, you don't have, if you are trying to overclock and you keep getting stuck in the boot loops, you don't have dual BIOS and you don't have clear CMOS. So you're gonna have to take the panel off and use the jumpers
Right.
like
Yeah.
old school. But the VRM will support a 220 watt fucking processor. You know what I mean? Like it'll support whatever
Well,
flagship.
that's exactly why I got the motherboard I did. I got the MSI MEG Ace, which is like it's one cut under the top of the line, board. I got it on a crazy sale. I think I got it for like $170 or something. It was
It's
like
cheap,
$100
yeah.
off. And
Yeah,
it's a fucking awesome motherboard. Like it just handled the crazy memory overclock like no problem. It just, and I'm really happy with the computer I built. And I spent $2,400, which is a shitload of money. But
yeah.
for a
Yeah,
but for a
more than Josh Nitz.
yeah. But I feel like it was just, I don't know, I feel like it was money well spent because for VR, you need it. Like, you really need, like, the best. I mean, maybe
for
not a
ACC,
2080
you
Ti.
kinda need more than
Like,
that.
well, yeah, fuck that. But, well, really, the only reason I upgraded my computer was for IL2, because, I mean, I could have lived with just a GPU upgrade on my old computer, and been about the same, realistically, on
Yeah.
Assetto Corsa. But for
Yeah.
IL2, that is a CPU bound like thing all the way. It's
Yeah,
so
I don't
demanding.
have. I almost wish I would have known about that game before I bought all my shit.
Yeah, because you might have done an Intel build, huh?
I might have gone a different route.
Yeah.
Because really, at the point of building the thing, it wouldn't have cost that much more. I mean, I would have bought a different motherboard, but spent roughly the same money, and I would have spent a couple $100 more on a processor, and that would have been the difference in money.
I mean, you probably would have, paid the same for the motherboard, if not a little less.
Yeah, right. I probably would have maybe saved a couple bucks.
Yeah, but at least you can upgrade in the future. Like, I'm stuck. Like, I have like the last generation motherboard.
Yeah.
So like, if I build my next computer, it's gonna be another like $2,500 down the drain.
With Intel, just about every platform is a motherboard.
Yeah, true.
I mean, that's the one thing about AMD with this current socket is they've supported like 3 generations worth of processors. Well, not technically 3, but 3 years worth of releases on this board. And they're gonna do this year as well on it. And that's the only thing they've officially said. Like they said they're supporting it through this year's releases, but I wouldn't be surprised if they don't make a big architecture jump again in the next year for it to be the same. Because why would it need to change?
Yeah.
I mean, on the Intel side, it doesn't even need to change. They just do it.
They just change it because they're dicks. Yeah.
I mean, DeBauer proved that. Like, he went from a Z270, which is like a 7700K platform motherboard, and Intel said the 8700K will not work on that motherboard, but it was still socket 1151. And since he is DeBauer and he is the German overclocking machine.
Yeah, that guy's crazy. I love it.
He did it. Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, I don't know what Intel's talking about this not working, but it works. It works just fine.
What I'm looking at is I want to see where the clock speed bumps end up going, because like if you look at the trend, so like I don't foresee myself buying a 12 or 16 core flagship because I just don't need it unless they get like a real.
All right, thanks for tuning in. That was a fun little random skit-a-thon there.